Good day, my loves. Good day, good day, good day. I hope you are well. Spiritually Savage here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. For newbies, welcome. I hope you guys are well. I am sending you peace of mind, healing for your heart, and some love and joy in your soul, okay? And remember, no matter what, you are loved and highly protected. So yesterday I recorded a series of videos. I had it yesterday. And I don't have them days too often, right? I don't have them days too often. But I do recognize that the more I retreat and keep my own energy and not feed into the BS that's going on around me, that it will irritate some spirits. I already irritate some spirits. Got some love for you. Oh, I'm all loved out for you guys. Okay, you see? Got some hearts for you. Some hearts. Some hearts. Yesterday was a doozy for me. And I'm not quite sure why. Because it was like stuff that had already been, But I think with it all being at the same time and with me spraining my ankle, and it just was a lot. Because when you're incapacitated, you need support, right? And so I was talking to God like, okay, so I'm incapacitated now, and you don't want me to deal with people who don't have my best interests at heart. So what am I supposed to do right now? Should I have waited? I don't know, y'all. I really don't. But I do know yesterday was a doozy. But today is beautiful. And I'm a better person for having experienced yesterday. We all have triggers, right? Lucky is a trigger for me. But I'm learning to deal with that. Because I do have and it's not, I remember saying it was separation anxiety, but really it's attachment issues. But that's my cross to bear, and for me to get to the bottom of it, right? So I don't have much to say except for to say that you're not going to always have love and light, positive days. You're just not. You're not going to have or always have days where you can ignore and not say anything when people are doing BS around you. Okay? You're not always going to be able to ignore it. For a minute, I was doubting the way I handled it. But I handled it the best of my abilities. And I'm okay with that. When you don't know who the culprit is, you can't go around like, you did it, you did it, you did it. Although I have my thoughts, I have my ideas. But what good would it do to say anything to the devil? You're giving the devil what it wants when you say something. So I just start speaking life into myself. Like, the devil ain't gonna win. Devil is not gonna win. That's what I was saying throughout the house. I was like, anybody who just do something like that, it's the devil. Have that devil energy, want to see a person upset. Why? Because I smile too much, I laugh too much, I'm unbothered by y'all trying to ostracize me and lie on me and not assist me. because I'm unbothered by that, I don't bother nobody. I don't even mind nobody else's business but my own and Lucky's, unless it directly affects me. Other than that, I don't say nothing. I don't say anything. It's not my place. But I think yesterday was needed. It was needed for me. I don't know why I'm so hard-headed. It's like the moment I do something nice for anybody in the house, it turns around and bites me in the ass. And it's just so mind-boggling. But I have to understand, and overstand that these beings are not in full operation of their bodies. I know firsthand what that looks like, feels like. But I'm human, and it still bothers me, even though I have that deeper understanding, that deeper knowledge, that there's a lot of beings walking around here that are not in control of their own bodies. Especially since I'm gaining back control of my own by sitting still and being mindful of my thoughts and my movements. Being 8 days sober does not hurt either, okay? Because all this stuff I would just let slide. But I can't let it slide anymore. I don't want to. Plus, I'm sober. So it's not easily to ignore things. It's very easy to ignore things when you are not sober. That's why we do what we do, right? Because we don't want to deal with the reality that we are currently in. But even that in itself is an illusion, because we have the power to change it. But I do recognize and enter over and understand that as long as I was smoking, I could not change the trajectory of my life. I couldn't change it. Why? Because I was still operating under the guise, under the illusion of not being in control of my body. Remember, I didn't start smoking until I was 30. Now, the eating thing has been there my whole life. I think that was embedded from a childhood when my mama used to lock the refrigerator, send us to bed hungry as a form of punishment. They did that back in the day. But I think it's caused some issues with eating for me. Like, I'm still getting to the bottom of that one. Oh, I did eat a piece of my cookie though, but it was after midnight. It's like 1 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was so like energized and wired that I couldn't even sleep. But I did wind up falling asleep. I turned on some meditation music and drifted off to sleep. So, lessons in my confessions. Every day is not going to be all zen. Some days you are going to have to speak and cast out. I think that's what I'm going to do from here on out. When somebody do something evil or just not cool, I'll just be like, cast that demon out. I was irritated yesterday though, y'all. But it didn't start with Lucky. It was earlier that day, and it was like it was boiling up in me. It was boiling up. And a lot of it really probably like, God, why am I still sitting here? But I guess I needed to, I don't know what I needed to do, but I asked that question yesterday. And then it was just like people saying this, and doing this. They trying to act like I'm non-existent. But every time I walk into their space, they get quiet. I see them still, one minute they talking, next minute they're being evil, devilish. But today is great. Started off good today. Oh, it started off great today, like not even complaining. Woke up to the sunrise. It was beautiful. It was a halo over the sun. Yeah, I seen like two rainbows on either side of it. I don't know what that meant. They look like bright lights on either side, equal distance apart from each other. That was kind of weird. But I love seeing the halos. I don't know what the halos mean though. But why did I wake up hungry? And I actually made me two burritos or two burritos last night too before I had the cookies. I hadn't eaten nothing. I think I had the salad earlier that afternoon, and my stomach was growling. If I was asleep, I wouldn't be hungry. And that what your mama and them used to tell you when you was young. If you sleep, you wouldn't be hungry. So, and I'm hungry now. Like I didn't just eat like 10 hours ago. I'm hungry right now. My stomach feels really empty. It's a nice day out. It's gorgeous out here. I hope you guys are well. I just wanted to catch you up on the day from, I don't want to say the day from hell, but that's the thought that was coming in my head. But it wasn't a hell day. I didn't feel like I was in hell. I felt like I was emotional. Yeah, I was emotional, but that doesn't constitute being in hell. It's like some days you ignore it because you like, okay, the devil want a reaction. That's what the devil wants. The devil wants a reaction. It wants to try and drop your vibration, your vibratory field down a notch. They want you miserable with them. But even after all that, I turned on some African music and danced my little heart out. So, devil didn't win. I used to think addressing the devil allows the devil to win, but no. Reacting to the devil is different than responding. Reaction is out of emotion. Had I hit that wall, that would have been me reacting. Had I punched the door, that would have been me reacting. But I still had to address the devil. I had to. The negative energy. I had to. And so I chose to address the house as a whole. Devil ain't gonna win. Devil is a lie. And whoever did it got demonic ways. That's just point blank period. I don't care who feelings it hurt and who doesn't like the fact that I called them a demon, but that's what you're operating in when you do something to someone who's not even bothering you, who doesn't have a say in your life, who doesn't ask you for anything. This week, I haven't asked anybody for anything. I didn't ask them for any money to wash my clothes. I did it myself. I didn't ask nobody to take me to the grocery store. I walked and got a ride sent by God. And that's how I'm going to operate. But I bet you any amount of money, and I'm not putting this in the atmosphere, and I know words are powerful, so I'm not even going to speak it. I'm just going to wait and see. But I know how the devil operates. And the more you withdraw your energy and you don't feed into it, they gonna come at your neck. Don't come for my neck, because I take yours. And I'm talking about demons. I will take a demon's head in a minute, in a heartbeat, in a New York minute. Quick and fast. And I don't have to be belligerent to do so. You know another way you can take a demon's neck? By getting away from them. But not feeding into their BS. But you still need to stick up for yourself. And that is a thin line. I know, because I'm teetering on it. I am teetering on that line, y'all. Like, okay, we don't want to give the devil no energy, but you're going to quit messing with me type energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, you go over there. You go over there. Go over there. Mind your business. And I'm over here minding mine, trying to get up out this hell. We are in hell. This earth is hell. It is. Take a look around. Don't you see it? We think hell is a place that we gonna go when we die. No, baby boy, baby girl, this is hell. This is hell. They made it look pretty. Have you ever watched a sitcom called The Good Place? Watch it. I think in a few videos ago, my nephew told me about it. Remember when I told y'all he was like, she had to bring people along, and that really wasn't the premise of it. What he told me wasn't the premise of it. I get that. That's his understanding of it. But it wasn't quite that way. Remember I told y'all he was telling me about, it's this girl who died and she has to save everybody else and get them to do the right thing or whatever. In order for her to get to the good place, in order for her to go to heaven. And remember I said to him, well, what if she tried everything? What if she tried everything she could possibly imagine, but the people still want to do whatever they want to do, right? Should she be held liable not to go to the good place because they not? Because they refuse to grow, because they've refused to heal, because they refuse to do right? Should she be penalized for them? Even though she was tasked with the job and bringing these people with her, right? But what if they was like, no, we want to be miserable. No, we're still going to do what we want to do. No, we don't hear anything you saying. No, we don't want no parts of you. So she did her part. She tried. I know the Bible say you try and try and try, and what it say, 7,000 times? Okay, well, what if she did that? I'm sorry. I definitely believe that there are gems in the Bible, but then I also believe that it was manipulated to keep us stuck and bound to demonic energy and sacrificing yourself, self-sacrificing yourself for others who would not do the same for you. So instead of trying to help people, I'm helping myself. And after I help myself, God will send along people who want to help themselves. Because, see, that's the thing. And that's one thing that I don't think he understood when telling me about the good place. People got to want to change. People have got to want to change. And if they don't want to change, then that means your work and your efforts and your words are in vain. The Bible also speaks about that. Stop casting your pearls to swine. See how it's So even though the Bible also say you try again, you keep trying. But at some point, you're going to have to realize, recognize, enter over, and understand that you are speaking to swine. Let my lessons and my confessions be your blessings, so you don't have to go through it as long as I did. Okay? You need not go through it as long as I did. By you hearing me and watching this video right now, there's something moving inside of you. You feel it. And I know you're probably like me, like, but I just want to help. Yeah, I even said that to the karmic and her demon auntie. She was like, you need to heal yourself. And she was like, I said, I just want to help. And she was like, focus on yourself. She said, no, she said, don't worry about that. But I do want to help. I see people in pain. I don't want nobody to be in pain. I know what that pain feels like. And I'm not talking about physical pain from an accident or anything like that. I'm talking about your heart hurting. People die from heartbreak. It's a real thing. They tried to break my heart by ostracizing me and telling me that I didn't do nothing to help them, even though I did everything. By the time I was 25 years old, I was taking care of my whole family, essentially. Listen, parents too. And I have a witness to that. See, when people try to deny who you are and deny your impact on their life and deny the things that you've done for them, God always has a witness. Always. Just so you know. Because that's gaslighting when they try to say you didn't do anything for them. And you did everything for them. The reason they still around is because you was there. There are people out there that desire help and desire to be healed. You may not be surrounded by them, so you may think that they're not, but they're out there. I have hope. Listen, if I can tell you that after everybody around me decided that they wanted to, defecate on me instead of listening to what I had to say and finding truth and validity in it. And I know that there's people that desire help and healing. I do. But sometimes the devil will have you surrounded by people that mimic people who want to be healed. But their actions will show you something different. I still have hope, though, for them. Is that crazy to say? I just don't have any more energy to give them. Namaste, Ashe, Mazel Tov.